Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Lump Dog, your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner, and I'm back with another PPH video commissioner message. Week number 2, 2021 season. Yeah, what do you know about that? Well, we're still early in the season, y'all. It's we got a couple teams that are 4-0. We got a bunch in the middle that are 1-1, and we got a few teams that are 0-2. As you can see down here, you can check out the standings throughout the commish message. First thing I want to ask you guys to do is go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button to the channel. It helps out more than you know. Helps out get it out to all the fantasy heads and out there doing what we do, doing these commission messages for our beloved members of our beloved leagues. Because we don't do this for our enjoyment, we do it for your enjoyment. And that's what makes me your fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner. Anyway, issue has popped up that I needed to bring up. First off, we're starting to have some guys having some dual eligibility. So, of course, Duke picks up Cordell Patterson and promptly texts me about getting him eligible at the running back position. He's only currently eligible at the wide receiver position. Now, I know some free leagues out there have dual eligibility, wide receiver and running back. I try to explain to him there's no rule in the PPH, and we know we do everything with the rules and everything that's voted on. And I don't want to start going adding dual eligibility to people without there being something on the books, so people can't bitch and complain and think that I'm trying to play favorites or anything like that. So I just told them we're going to keep it as is this year. We need to address it in the off season if we do want to come up with the rule if they play 3 games and have running back carries. If they have 2 games and they're playing at running back or wide receiver, then I can add dual eligibility. But I told them that it really didn't make that big of a difference this year, or because we do have that flex position. So we can set a running back, wide receiver, or tight end in that position. And he said, I was like, are you really going to start Patterson at running back over Mixon or Taylor? And he's all, well, in a bye week or later down the season, we never know. And that's true. I understand that. But again, we're going to have to address this in the offseason. For now, I'm not going to be adding any dual eligibility to any players out there, even though we're starting to see more and more people playing in these split roles. They'll be running back, they'll be receiver. It'll be even harder, though, when we get into the tight end like Kyle Pitts. Like, I know he lines up he's labeled as a tight end. He lines up at the tight end, but he also lines up in the slot. I haven't seen him lined up outside yet, but once he does, that means he can be a wide receiver. It's a sticky situation, and I think right now with just having that flex position and being able to do it that way is fair for everybody because we're not changing any rules or adding any eligible positions. Now, again, Duke, he seemed to agree as something to keep in mind for next rules meeting, but he did throw out a lot of baseball examples, and I understand that that's in baseball where you have outfielders playing second base, shortstops maybe playing third base, whatever you might have, and that has to be addressed in those leagues a lot more than in football because normally positions are pretty set, but we are starting to see more and more guys being these utility players where they're just not they might be eligible as a wide receiver, but they're getting running back carries, or they're a running back, but they're getting wide receiver, slot lining up or on the outside or within the slot. So for now, again, keeping it as is, we'll address it in the offseason. So there you go on that. The other thing came up this week. Jose, I don't know what's going on with Paulie. He went off to his play Army thing, and I'm hearing that he's not back yet. I did hit up Jose, I think it was early last week or the week before, and asked him, is Paulie back yet, or is he still running squad? He said no Paulie yet. Anyway, he ended up dropping Jerry Jeudy and Jarvis Landry. But I had to hit him up. I'm like, dude, did you mean to do that? He's like, well, I need players. I don't have. I'm all, you do have some IR slots in which you can stash those players and move those guys to the IR. And he's like, well, I didn't know about the IR. I thought I saw Slogan fined for having someone on his IR. And I had to explain to him about our IR slot, about how you have to have no one with a red cross If you look at the website, or if you're using the app, a red question mark or whatever, not a question mark, but a red Q or P for probable, questionable, or O for out, right? So they have to have those red symbols next to them in order to put them on your IR. And if they don't, I do send out that roster warning to let everyone know, what's going on with that, right? So you get the roster warning either on Thursday night or on Sunday morning, and then you're good to go there. So just make sure you're paying attention to the message boards or the text thread. I usually send them out on the message board, so make sure you're definitely checking out on the website on Thursday night, Sunday morning. I try to give at least about a half hour notice so you know that you're in danger of getting fined. So the other thing too, just remember though, if you have a guy that plays on Sunday night or Monday night, and you're setting your lineup on Sunday morning or Saturday night, but they have that red cross, all I'm checking is for that evening, right, or that morning, Sunday morning. So if that red cross drops off on them in the late games or the Monday night game, you're not getting fined. It's just on that Sunday morning. If they are healthy and deemed healthy on that Sunday morning, then you're ready to go. Now, what you can't do as well, just remember this is a loophole. I just have to make sure you bring this up. If you have a guy who's injured, right? So say you have you pick up the backup to a running back that's playing on Monday night, right? And they're not injured, but the running back is that you currently have. So you put him on your IR. And then say Monday comes around and then that player's clear. That red cross drops, they're going to play. What you can't do is take that player that was never injured off in your out of your starting lineup and put them into your IR spot while starting the IR guy who no longer has a red cross or who doesn't have an injury designation, and you put him in your lineup. That you can't do because that player that you had in your starting lineup until Monday night when you made the switch was never injured, so they never belonged on your IR. So there you have on that. So I know there's a lot of caveats, and it's really hard to understand for new players and new people to the league. Just try to remember, we're trying to limit people hoarding players on their IR, and just making sure that they are really injured. And as long as they're really injured, you should be good to go. Again, just paying attention to those roster warnings that I send out on Thursday evenings and on Sunday mornings. So I hope we're all clear on that, right?
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Yeah, make sure you don't play yourself, right? Make sure you don't do that. All right. Anyway, so not much else going on this week. I can't believe that we had one of the closest games I can remember in recent history in the PPH, where good old Haters was down pretty big to the Juggernauts on Monday night, where he had Robert Tonyan and Aaron Jones going. And he ended up coming back and beating him by 0.8 points and taking the weekly on top of it. So how sweet the victory is. I think I made Jimbo. Jimbo's a believer now. The Monday Night Magic. I was the king of Monday Night Magic just a couple seasons ago. It seemed like anytime I needed a Monday Night Miracle or Monday Night Magic to come through for me, it came through. Someone needed some points. They didn't get to them. If I needed some points, I got to them. So it's a good feeling when you got Monday Night Magic in your corner, and that was a real swoop on the win and on the weekly too. So congratulations to Haters for winning that weekly, right? So Foss, make sure and Duck,
Ice up, son. Ice up.
Yep, ice up, guys. Guys, go ahead, ice up right there because that was a pretty brutal loss to fall to 0-2. All right, man. So. First thing I want to do is I got a new skit here called Lumpy Lindell. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is first introduce you to my my uncle, sister's boyfriend's dog sitter, cousin's third husband. This is how I'm related to him. And we'll get into the call him Lumpy Lindell. But first, let me introduce my uncle here, Mike Lindell, so you know who we're talking about.
I came out of my crack addiction and stuff. I'm going, I didn't think politics mattered.
I can't imagine what you'd be like on crack.
Yeah,
So it's just very, very high volume.
Yeah, well, crack's a different drug than cocaine. Crack's very paranoid. When I was on cocaine, it's about like this.
Oh, there we go. So on cocaine, I'm calling like this. But here we go. Call Lumpy Lindell. Who are we going to shoot out today to call Lumpy Lindell? We're going to go Duke. Duke, here we go, man. We're going to have you, man. I need you to call Lumpy Lindell because you've been robbed last week. You were robbed, man. How did you get robbed so bad with only 70 points, man? It's a fraud. I can't believe that you're going to allow this to happen. Call your boy, Lumpy Lindell. I got all the proof you need. I got China. They got hacked into the the CBS servers, and they changed your score. They took points away from Dareboy and gave him, or took points away from you and gave him to the Brewdogs. Like, what are you doing? Like, Jason Sanders with a 0? Well, how could Jason Sanders ever get a 0? Come on, man. That's China. If we don't fight right now, Duke, right now, if we don't fight for these points and get you a W, then our country's gone. Our league is gone. It's a communist league. It's just completely gone. I can't believe it. Can you believe Jonathan Taylor with only 5.3? There's no way Jonathan Taylor could only get 5.3 points. China has hacked the CBS server. Matter of fact, I think China got the money from El Salvador in South America, which would funnel the money through the Cayman Islands. That's what happened, Duke, and they hacked. And they hacked you. They hacked the CBS servers. They took the points away from you, and they gave them to the Brewdogs. I mean, come on. Joe Mixon was 7 points. How could Joe Mixon ever have 7.1 points? There's no way that Joe Mixon could have only 7.1 points. There's absolutely no way. He had to have at least 25. Had to have at least a 20. 69 yards rushing? Are you kidding me? That is absolute and complete fraud. That is fraud going on right there, Duke. Give your boy Lumpy Lindell a call. I will get this changed for you. We will take this to the Supreme Court. We will get our country and our league back from these communists who are taking it away and taking it away from you. Taking it away from you. You had the win. You won. Matter of fact, you did win. You did win. I don't think you did. You actually won this game. You did not lose this game at all. 79.3 points. Plenty of points to win. That is absolute fraud. That could not happen. Man, like I said, man. Dude, Mark Andrews with only 5.7 points. Are you kidding me? One of the top tight ends in the league going into this season, only 5.7 points. No way. That's fraud. That is the Cayman Islands and the communists in El Salvador funneling that money into China hackers. China hacked the CBS servers. I have all the proof, Duke. Give your boy Lumpy Lindell a call, and I will make it happen for you. I just have everything you need. As soon as they see it, they're going to know. We're going to take this as far as it can go, and we're going to get this changed for you, and we're going to get you that W. All right? Okay. All right, there we go. All right, there's your boy. Make sure you call your boy Lumpy Lindell. That's been the segment of Call Lumpy Lindell. Boom. Yeah, okay, so there you go. That's what I do, man. Did a little segment. I have to break things up a little bit here, make it a little bit more entertaining for the folks, and how ridiculous some of these people are that actually believe this dude, this crack addict who's actually on coke, I guess. Supposedly, that's what he says. So, anyway, let's go ahead and let's get into the scores here. So here we go. We're right back. See, we're just jumping around here, man. This is great. Just being able to jump around. So in the first game here, we had the JM Flapjackers lose to Just My Luck, 106.4 to 81.3. JM Flapjackers started off strong, got that win, but then fell back down to earth. Started Trey Sermon. He had one carry, concussed, fumbled, only got 0.8 points. Stafford's been solid for him with 36.9, 17.9 from Kelsey. Really proven, at the end of the first round, beginning of the second, that's a pretty good pick. And then the Cardinals D crashed back down to earth with only 2 points. Had 21 or 20 points last week, and then crashed back down to earth with only 20. Just My Luck, enough to get that win at 106.4, man. That's the way I kind of been winning too. You don't need to be scoring 120. Just these are the games that you really kind of should be losing, but to get the W's that's what gets you into the playoffs at the end of the season. Anyway, Josh Allen with 30.4, 14.2 from Darrell Henderson. I don't know, see how he's going to deal with that rib injury. Maybe he doesn't play, maybe he does. Hawkinson with 12.6. Man, kind of regretting I didn't pick up Hawkinson and take Kyle Pitts over him. And then 13.8 from Julio Jones. So just my luck goes to 1-1. JM Flapjackers goes to 1-1. In the next game, we got the Brewdogs taking out Patty's Playboys 131.2 to 109.7. Tom Brady with another 55.2 points. And I'm going to get into my Lumpy's rant and crab here in just a minute, though, because I got to talk about this quarterback scoring. It's getting ridiculous. Anyway, Austin Eckler with 13.5, 25.8 from Tyler Lockett. Man, this is I got like egg on my face on that one. I thought this was going to be DK Metcalf the first part of the season, man. I was telling good old Z in the offseason, I thought DK Metcalf was going to be the number one receiver this year. Could still happen, but Lockett is starting off real hot. And that's really about it on his squad. Got a 131.2. Dareboy tied for first place, only 4 points behind the points leader, Rick and Morty's TD. So starting off the season strong. This is something new for Dareboy. So good for him. Happy, finally. Maybe he gets a championship. Root for you, Dareboy. Like you just get a W and make you carry that belt around and see what you can do with it. Maybe take it to Bulgaria, Lexi would look so dope carrying the PPH belt out to the ring. All right, Patty's Playboys. Aaron Rodgers bounces back with a huge game, 50.1 points, 15.8 from Nick Chubb, 19.5 from Mike Evans, 10.4 from Juju Smith-Schuster. Eagles D was 0. Why would you start the Eagles D against the Niners? Bruh, come on now. You should have known better than that. You should have known better than that. You're a Niners fan. Anyway, yeah, Patty's Playboys falls to 0-2. Brewdogs improves to 2-0. And in our next game, we got Rick and Morty, more TDs, taking out the basket of deplorables, 148.8 to 126.6. Rick and Morty's TDs, Jay Nash, really another great job. But look at this. Kyler Murray with 61.1 points. Are you kidding me? 61.1 points. I can't take this no more, man. I really can't. I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to crab on this. Crab. Click, 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 click. Our quarterback scoring sucks. Sucks so bad. Why are you guys doing this 1 point for 10 every time? It sucks. It is not a fun idea. I'm crabbing on it. This is the weakest, lamest rule that we can't seem to change. Why cannot you guys agree that the quarterback scoring is beyond out of control? 61 points, 55 points. I mean, it just makes it so much more difficult for those other players. You got to have, just blow up games from both, at least, 3 of your receivers, 2 of your running backs, and a tight end to try to start making up those points. So, click, 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 clack, clack, click, click, click. I'm crabbing on this supposedly fun idea. Oh, quarterback scoring, it's going to be out of control. It's so fun. No, it's not fun. It sucks. All right, that's been Lumpy's rant there, Crab Shack, for this episode. So, 61.1s from Kyle Murray, 15.1 from Mike Williams. Man, he was looking like a true number one there in Charger land. Devontae Adams shows up with 13.1. Gronkowski, number one tight end, with 15.9. And 16.9 from Sutton all of a sudden comes out of nowhere. I guess that Jerry Jeudy injury really helped him out, at least last week. We'll see if he can keep it up. Basket of deplorables, falling to 1-1 there. Justin Herbert with 35. Christian McCaffrey with 19.7. 12.4 from Damian Harris. 18.3 from Hollywood Brown, 13.2 from Prater, and then 20 points from the Colts D. 126 should get you most weeks, man, but you just run into a buzzsaw last week with Jay Nash. He improves to 2-0. Basket Deplorables falls to 1-1. In the next game, we had Duke. Call Lumpy Lundell. Get this reverse for you, man. I'll prove all the fraud that happened. I have all the evidence ready to go. All you need to do is come over, give your boy a call. We'll make it happen. Return to greatness, only 79.3. Really fell off his high horse. He was really crowing last week about how great Jalen Hurts was and Well, looks how great Jalen Hurts is when he's playing like a real defense and not the Falcons. 33.2. Dirty High T really starting off the season strong with 118.6, and then they have had 2 solid scores in a row. Pretty solid team when you look up and down it. But anyway, back to Return to Greatness. Really not much to talk about other than the Rams defense there, and it's all because China, getting that money through the Cayman Islands, coming through El Salvador. It's just, I have all that evidence. Just let's get it happen, Duke. Give me a call. We'll get it done. We'll get our league back. It's going to the communist. I mean, hello. Holla. Anyway, Dirty High T. Russell Wilson still doing his thing. 47.9. Mr. Unlimited. 47.9. Can't throw to DK Metcalf for some. Or Metcalf can't catch it. One of the two. And then Cup. 29.3. And this is going back to my little crab here. This is exactly why I'm telling that our scoring sucks. Like, almost 50 points from Wilson and then 30 from Cup, and he's scoring 118 because no other double digits. I mean, come on, man. He should be like more around the 37 or so range or something like that. Not 47. I mean, take away, maybe he should have like more like 108, not 118. So you guys are inflating these scores. Anyway, good shit for Dirty High T, improving to 2-0. Return to Greatness falling to 0-2. In the next game, we had the Mollywops take out the 289ers, man, and condolences out to 289ers from all PPH, that's for show. 145.7 to 70.6. Patrick Mahomes doing his thing still, 49.8 points. 14.1 from Naheem Harris, 12.2 from Godwin, 17.7 from McLaurin. David Johnson, or Desante Johnson, 11.5 receiver, and then the big 31 points from the Bills D really put it on the Dolphins there, and even got the shutout, so got those extra 10 points. 289ers, not much to talk about on his squad. I mean, like Lawrence with 13.9, not going to get it done. Went ahead and picked up Sam Darnold this week. Hopefully that works out better for him, but not much else going on his squad. 12.2 3 from Ridley, 11 from Zerline, and then 10 from the Saints D. Only 70 points. Everyone gets a 70-point week. So hopefully those are just getting out of the way early there for 289ers. And then, like I said, in the game of the week here, we had the Juggernauts losing to the Haters, 164.1 to 164.9. Haters got fined on Thursday for keeping, I forget who was it? Someone on his bench. Was it Miles Sanders? I think Miles Sanders was on his IR, and I gave him a roster warning. So he gets his money back. Not a big deal. Juggernauts, man, Matt Ryan showed up with 35.3. Derrick Henry, how does the Haters end up beating a team with, getting the big blow-up game from Henry, 43.7 points. That's tough. I know Juggernauts is mad at the fantasy gods. He's cursing them, telling them, like, he's really testing them. He's testing out if the fantasy gods are real and going to take their anger out on him, or if they're going to, let him slide. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. 12.5 from Justin Jefferson, 11.4 from DeAndre Hopkins, 15.9 from the other kicker Hopkins, and then 23 from the Bucs defense. Man, 164.1, that should get you the win. It just sucks it didn't, because when you look over here, we had the Haters with Lamar Jackson with 47.6, did his thing on Sunday night. I can't believe they ended up beating the Chiefs. 15.1 from Chris Carson, 36.5 from Aaron Jones, and then 13.8 from Brandon Cooks, 11.8 from Allen, 11.2 from Robert Tonyan. So of the 4 touchdowns that Aaron Rodgers threw, all 4 of them went to the Haters guys. 3 of them to Aaron Jones, 1 of them to Tonyan. If you guys, one of those go to Devontae Adams or Marcus Vell-Scanning or Alan Lazard, he ends up winning, but not the way it worked out Monday night. They all went to the Haters guys. They were feeding them. And the Patriots defense with 20 gets that 0.8 point win. That was a good game to see play out. I didn't think that was going to happen, so good shit there. Haters 1-1, Juggernauts 0-2. And then in the last game here, your boy ends up beating Flat Earth Conspiracy 103.7 and 95.6. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Hey, man, like I said, these are games you should be losing. 103.7. That's a game you should lose, not win. So if I can get a win out of that, that's just, padding that record, just trying to get enough to get in the show, you know what I'm saying, to the second season. Maybe they could perform there. Ryan Tannehill with 34.4. I can't believe that touchdown to Julio Jones was called back. You could see the green between his cleat and the line. I don't know what they were looking at. I don't know. I didn't see any replay that showed his foot out, but looked good to me. But whatever, they called it back. It was still enough to get me the W. Dalvin Cook with 15.8, just did it on the yardage, just couldn't get that touchdown to put him over. So hopefully bigger games from him, but he sprained his ankle, so hopefully he's good to go. Nothing much else going on my squad. I can't believe the production out of my wide receiver. Oh my God, it looks like I'm running a hospital right now. AJ Brown's got that cross. Noah Fant's got the cross. Elijah Mitchell got the cross. So anyway, and McManus with 13.8. Hopefully I got some bigger games left to go. Flat Earth Conspiracy, man, really went up. I was scared of this game, man, because Prescott and I thought CeeDee Lamb were going to put it on me, but only 20.7 from Prescott, 15.7 from Ezekiel, so that was good that, he wasn't able to outscore Dalvin Cook. DJ Moore with 13.9, and then 10.2 from Gray, and that's pretty much the game right there. So Flat Earth Conspiracy goes ahead and falls to 0-2, and your boy Mr. Sweet Spot, your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner, improves to 2-0. That's right, y'all. 2-0. 2-0. I love it. All right, man. So anyway, that's pretty much this week's commish message. Like I said, let's try to make a note and talk about the dual eligibility if that's something we want to add. We could add it this year if you guys wanted to, if there was a consensus that it should happen or shouldn't happen. I think we keep it the way it is, and just because you have a flex, there you go. And then again, crabbing on that quarterback scoring, I hate it. I don't like it. You all make it way inflated, and these quarterbacks that are scoring 4 and 5 touchdowns, there's not too many of them. That's not equal. Like Mahomes, Rodgers, Brady, maybe Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, those are really the only ones that are, Kyler Murray, I guess, too. Those are the handful of quarterbacks that are really kind of consistent with their multiple touchdown, 3, 4, 5 touchdown games. So I know, well, then just draft him. I get it. I understand that. But still, I like a little bit more balanced scoring. I don't like the quarterback to just be I'm sorry. Let me start. I don't like the quarterback to be all super powered. Just shoulders above and beyond any other player. Just like 50, 60 points. It's just, you don't need it all. It's just too much. Too damn much. All right. Okay, so there we go. Done crabbing. Bye, crab. All right, anyway, so there we go. There was week 2 in the PPH, and I'll catch you all next week. Lump Dogs out. Peace.